Today we're sugaring, and I built a evaporator of sorts. And I'm going to show you how I built it. And it seems to be working really well. I'm excited to try it again. I based the whole thing off of these stainless steel buffet pans. And I welded together a frame from scrap steel so that the pans could set down inside them. After I had the frame set up, I bought cinder blocks and set them in such a configuration that it holds up the frame, and it's only 2 blocks high to keep the fire nice and close to the pans. And as you can see, it's really boiling well. I used a concrete form to make my block for the chimney. I just picked up 3 sections and an elbow from the local home improvement store and poured my own frame for that, and it cracked, which is okay. It's not like letting any smoke out, so that's all right. In the front, it's just open, and I grabbed a recycled piece of steel to set in front to close up the opening and keep some of the heat in. I have it cracked open to create a little bit of a draft. But yeah, in order to add wood, I just flip it down. You can see the fire's going nice in there right now, keeping things at a nice boil. Smaller pieces of wood work better than larger ones. They burn hotter. I'm actually ready at this point to transfer, because I have 3 separate pans. I have to transfer between. I use the front pan, which doesn't stay quite as hot as the other 2, as a warming spot, really. And the next 2 stay at a constant boil. So I only add cold to the first pan, and then when it reaches a boil and this boils down, I just transfer with my oversized ladle, which works really well. Gotta be careful. Everything is hot. It smells wonderful. And that'll do for there. I don't want to fill these too full because they can boil over if the fire gets a little carried away. And I'm happy with that. And now I'll add cold sap to the first bin, and that way I didn't kill the boil on the last 2. You have to skim the foam off the top, because that's just all scuzz and dirt. So I use this handy dandy tool that came along with our spatula kit that has all the holes in it, and that seems to work really good. So once I have all the sap that I have available in the pans, at that point I'll boil from 3 pans down to 2 pans down to 1, and then once I have it in 1 pan, I'll boil off a few gallons out of that, and then I'll quit. The heat here is too uncontrollable. I'll take it inside, put it on a pan on the stove where I can control the heat, and we'll get it down all the way until it's complete maple syrup. So here we are in the kitchen, and we finished boiling off the sap down to complete syrup. We learned that we need a hydrometer if we want to get it down exactly where it's supposed to be, but we think we're pretty close. In fact, we may have brought it down a little too far. It's dark in color because it's late in the season, but I think it was a success. We ended up with just a little over a gallon, which is pretty cool. So next year can't come soon enough. I hope you enjoyed the video.